Hey everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here. I haven't made any videos for a little bit, which I do apologize about, but I am back to do a little announcement video for you all. And before I mention what these kind of announcements are, I actually do have a special guest joining with me right now, and that is my good friend Video Game Fan 96.
Hello guys, VG96 here, and I am right here in the announcement video.
So there's actually a certain reason as to why Video Game Fan 96 is with me in this announcement video, but before we say that right here, I do want to mention right here, there's some good announcements that I do want to go over, along with a bad announcement that I do want to go over. And the bad announcement is where we'll start first right here. And this is the main reason why I'm making this little announcement video with Video Game Fan 96 with me as the special guest right here. So Dominic, tell them the reason why I'm basically making this announcement video to everyone.
Well, basically here, last night with VG Fitness and we were getting ready to watch a video together on one of my Wheel of Fortune Wednesdays, number 13 or so, to be more specific. And right when we got to the second toss-up of basically the very beginning of the video, that was when I got a call from my mom's boyfriend. And so I answered the call, and basically he was mad because he was blaming me on something that I supposedly said that I never said. And then he was going on saying that if this keeps up, then I will go into a group home assisted living. And while he has said that kind of thing on plenty of occasions, this time it's like even more serious than usual, and I'm having a feeling that I may end up having to go to an assisted living group home. There is no 100% guaranteed chance that this kind of thing will happen, but basically, if you guys are end up wondering why I'm not in Video Game Phoenix 99's videos as a special guest later on in the future, then that is more likely the reason why why I'm not there. But again, this is not 100% chance guarantee, but I think there's like a 95% chance or 99% chance that I'm gonna basically have to go to a assisted living group home soon.
So yeah, if you guys do remember, Video Game Fan 96 has been a common special guest in a lot of my videos, and we have gotten along very well over the years, ever since we have first known each other. But on the situation that Dominic was just bringing up right here, there's a chance right here that because he's getting blamed for something that he didn't do, there's a chance right here that he may end up going to assisted living right here. I'm not going to give away Dominic's full address right here, and besides, it wouldn't really be a nice thing to do right here in this kind of case. But basically, I do know for a fact Dominic lives in an apartment all by himself, and basically the current apartment for where Dominic lives, he's only been there since around the beginning of this year, and not even a full year in, he's already getting something blamed on for what he didn't do, which is very ridiculous.
And so very quickly, we will discuss certain memories and all that good stuff that I had with him, and all that good stuff. And then after that, Video Game Fan 1999 I believe he'll bring up the good news. So
yeah, I am gonna get.
I know probably one of my best memories was that time when Video Game 1999 and we were playing Mario Party Superstars together for the very first time, I believe, on Yoshi's Tropical Island, and what happened was literally on that first game we had together on it, we had hot rope jump, and the funny thing is what happened on that one was both of us got the maximum amount of jump that you could have on there, which from what I remember is 99 jumps. So yeah, both of us are just blown away when that kind of thing happened back then.
Yeah, before I give my thoughts about that kind of moment, I will say right here that I will get to the good announcements later after what we do need to talk about. But yeah, we're basically just going to bring up these kinds of memories out there that we've had on some parts of our friendship, just in case if we don't have Dominic around in some of my future videos in terms of the situation that we have brought up from earlier. But yeah, just like what Dominic was saying right here, one of the memories that we had was basically on our first time playing Mario Party Superstars together, where we had Hot Rope Jump as one of the mini games, and we made it to the maximum of 99 jumps back then, which was so incredible. I just never really thought we would get to the maximum amount of jumps on our first attempt doing it together, but that will definitely be a great memory right here of ours that we will never forget for sure, or for how amazing that was.
And another Mario Party thing, but it's Super Mario Party Jamboree. I don't mean to brag or anything, but like this one time where we were playing it together, and what happened was I wasn't able to get any stars whatsoever from Toad, and it was a 30-turn game on top of that. And so the only stars I remember getting were star steals and I believe some of the star bonuses. And so despite the fact I wasn't able to get a single star from Toad, and with those stars that I just discussed of what I got, I still somehow managed to win. Despite that, and that is something I don't think I'm ever going to forget, because that was pretty interesting how that went.
Yeah, that is another fantastic memory for sure that I'm going to remember, and I was really shocked for the way that you were able to pull that off. And yes, that kind of moment was when we were basically doing a 30-turn game on Mario's Rainbow Castle on Super Mario Party Jamboree. And yeah, like Dominic was saying right here, he was not able to get any stars regularly throughout the entire game, and the only stars that he were able to get were with the star steals. And despite having the bad luck out there from Dominic's perspective, he still was able to come out on top as the winner, which I couldn't believe it.
And so this is the last memory I can think of. In which case, if 3D Fitness 99 has other memories, he is more than welcome to do so. But like this last memory I can think of at the top of my head was that time when we were playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and both of us, we were playing as Joker, and basically what happened was we both fell off at the same exact time somehow on our last stocks, making it to where we had a sudden death. And I think that was the first and only time we had that kind of thing happen to us, which I found pretty interesting. And the reason being is because, no offense to Big Finish 99 or anything, but a lot of the time when I do play that game with him, a lot of the time I manage to, win against him. So the fact that we managed to get that kind of thing happen with the sudden death thing, I was blown away, because that kind of thing I think only happened once, and then I don't think it ever happened ever again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I can remember too. But yeah, probably for sure, that has to be one of the top memories that I will never forget in the history of my friendship with Dominic here. The fact that we managed to get into sudden death during a stock match together at one time on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I was really blown away. It really is impossible to have something like that happen out there, but for the fact that we managed to make something happen right there, I don't know how to put this right here. I was just really so shocked right here that that you could do something like that right here. I never really thought it would be possible, but it actually is.
And before Video Game Fan 1999, gives out his memories that he remembers that I don't think I remember at the moment. But the thing that also stinks about this bad thing is we're supposed to have our 6 or so year anniversary of our friendship next week Tuesday, and if anything, I'm seriously hoping that we celebrate, that we at the very least celebrate that kind of occasion before I end up leaving. But again, I reiterate, there's still a 100% guaranteed chance that I may end up moving away without my say, but I just want to make sure that part is clear that I'm seriously hoping, I'm genuinely hoping that at the very least we celebrate that kind of occasion before anything else. So that way, if I do end up moving away, then at least I would be able to say that we at least celebrate that occasion beforehand.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens on that. But yeah, it's literally actually true right here that back on October 14th of 2019 was when Dominic and I first talked to each other. And here's a little bit of a story right here on how I first found Dominic. I was basically watching some kind of YouTube stream from someone out there, and that moment out here, I basically noticed another person that had the name Video Game Fan in there, but with a different number in there compared to me. So when I first noticed that, I thought, why not? I basically wanted to have a little kind of talk with this kind of guy to see what it was like right here. And then, shortly after we first talked to each other, that was when Dominic and I first became friends. So that was a very interesting story of how I first started to get to know him.
And that's true right there. Originally when we first met, we didn't talk to each other all that often. It was once in a great while. Someone would just see me on the Wii U playing Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest or other games on my Wii U and Switch and stuff. Long before the Switch 2 was even announced and released. But then around 2020, the very beginning of that year, that was when we started talking to each other for the most part every day, and our friendship went on from there.
Yeah, we had so many great moments together on the times that we have talked to each other. I basically consider Dominic as the best friend to me for all the wonderful times that we have had in the history of us talking to each other right here. So yeah, for all the great times that Dominic and I have, we're certainly never going to forget about ourselves right here. So yeah, earlier when Dominic was bringing up this kind of situation right here for what is going on right here, I'm really am hoping right here that I don't have to say goodbye to him, because he really means a lot to me right here, and he's really given me such incredible support for the kind of content that I do for my channel right here. So we are hoping for the best out here, that Dominic can stick around on YouTube out here. because otherwise, if he does end up having to leave right here, that would very much be heartbreaking to me, all because of how much great times that we've had together.
And so, with that being said, assuming Video Game Vanish 99 doesn't have any more memories that he can remember that I don't, I will flat out say that if this is my last time on being Video Game Vanish 99's channel in general, then, thank you, Video Game Vanish 99, for being one of my best friends I ever had. And if we don't talk to each other ever again, then I wish you the best of luck for your life and pretty much everyone else for that matter. And I hope that you stay safe.
Yeah, I do appreciate that, Dominic, so that really means a lot. And for all these memories that you share from what you do remember having with me, those are mostly the ones that I was going to mention right there as well, for what I was thinking about saying before I actually started this video. But for what you haven't brought up yet, I have a couple more memories that I do want to say right here for what I do remember of us having together before we do move on to other things that I do want to say. One certain memory that I can remember right at the top of my head that Dominic and I had together right here was in this one time that we were doing Animal Crossing New Horizons together. We were basically swimming for deep sea creatures out there, and somehow we were going for the same kind of deep sea creature out there in one spot. We both died for it, and we both got it at the same time.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me on that Video Game Vanish 99, because to me, it looked like that the sea creature, it looked like he can, it looked like he split himself in half, and I found that pretty funny.
Yeah, same here. I did not even think something like that was going to happen, if I'm being honest, right here. Now, while I do think Animal Crossing New Horizons is a great game from what I have played, just so you guys know, Dominic does not currently have that in his collection, because for what I was saying, that basically was the moment we had together before he sold that. And as of the current moment, I've not done a gameplay yet of Animal Crossing New Horizons yet on my channel, and I'm not really too sure if I'm going to do that just yet, but we'll basically see what happens from there.
So before Video Game Vanish 99 says the other, memory that he remembers that I don't remember right now is had I known that this separate app required, I guess, I don't know, like something else on the Switch compared to what I was thinking originally, that means that, had I known that particular app works differently compared to how I thought it was going to work, I would not have sold the game. I mean, granted, I know you guys could probably say in the comments section saying, oh, Video Game 96, you could have just not delete your save data. You could have just kept it. Okay, that's a fair point, but I didn't think that at the time. So the reason why I'm saying this is because my favorite, villager that I had, Hazel, she was my favorite of all the villagers I had, and so now, and she was one of the very first one of the two villagers I remember having right away when I first booted up the game. The other one being Rod, and Video Game Vanish 99, he tried the best he could to, help me out with DIY recipes and all that. So even if, let's just say I don't end up moving away, and if I do get the game back, Video Game Vanish 99 would have to help me out all over again. And on top of that, with the machine or whatever, with the Nook Miles tickets, he would have to do that one by one all over again.
Yeah, those Nook Mile tickets right here that you were bringing up, Dominic, it really is so frustrating right here to just do it one at a time right here. Some people wish out here that they would have an option to get multiple at once to make it go by quicker right here, but it's a shame that they didn't do that right here. And let me just say, by the way, that Animal Crossing New Horizons is actually the game in the series out here that really got a lot of people into that right here. And for me, I've had Animal Crossing New Horizons ever since my birthday in 2020, and I literally have tons of hours into that. From what I played out of it, I definitely do think it is a fantastic game, and if you all haven't played it yet, then I would highly recommend you guys go try that out. But anyways, I have one more memory to share that I can remember at the top of my head that Dominic and I had together. Now, this was basically like around 4.5 years ago when this happened, but well, what I am going to say, this kind of game that Dominic and I had a memory on was only a limited time thing. That was back when it was Mario's 35th anniversary, and they've had a limited time game called Super Mario Bros. 35, where it was you and 34 other players battling it out to see who could be the last player standing. And the kind of memory that I do want to share about that before it was no longer playable was that it was on the last day the game was active, on March 31st of 2021. I didn't get to see that myself, but Dominic out here actually got to see my username in a match that we played.
And now that I think about it, thanks for reminding me on that yet again. Video Game Fantasy 99, and I know for a fact it was the same person too, because I remember his what he was telling me about his rank and all that, and so that was how I knew for a fact it was the same person.
Yeah, and it's a shame as well. Super Mario Bros. 35 is no longer playable right here because if back at that time I was more into doing videos back then when it was active, I would have gladly done a gameplay of that right here. But it's a shame right here that I'm too late in doing that. So basically, that game was active for 6 months. Basically from October 2020 to March 2021. Some people would have liked it out here if the game was active forever. I would have basically done the same thing, but for the fact out here that it was only a limited time thing, yeah, it really is a shame that we can't do that anymore these days. And speaking of Mario, I do know that Super Mario Bros. Recently celebrated its 40th anniversary not that long ago, so that is very cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, I think that is all the memories that I do want to say for what Dominic didn't go over himself that I can remember at the top of my head. But yeah, everything that we said earlier on Dominic's situation right here, it really does sound depressing right here, but we're hoping for the best from him in the future, that he can stick around on YouTube right here. But if he does end up leaving right here, then it's really going to be a heartbreaking moment for me, like I said, because Dominic is like considered a very best friend to me.
And I would say the same thing with vice versa. You know, where I view Video Game Fantasy 99 as one of my best friends I ever had, you know, online. So with that being said, okay, sorry about that. But so with that being said, I guess Video Game Fantasy 99 will go over the good news, and I think that might be the end of the video.
yeah, this is basically where I'm going to get to the good announcements now. If you guys haven't seen my community post that I did pretty recently, I'm happy to say that I have now reached 1,000 subscribers, and I definitely do say that is the biggest moment that I've ever had in terms of my YouTube channel over the years. This really feels unreal to me, me making it to this incredible milestone, and I could not have done that without the incredible support out there from some of my good friends, like Dominic, as an example, who I have with me right here. And if it wasn't for you guys with the incredible support right here and really enjoying my videos, then I would never have made it this far right here. So I can't be happier with myself right here for how big this moment is. What do you have to say about me hitting 1,000 subscribers recently, Dominic?
Well, I will say that it is certainly a really big accomplishment. I will say that I do wish you the best of luck for 1,000 subscriber special. Basically all of them games that you want to show off, that's on you. You can play whatever stuff, and I do hope that eventually your channel will get to around 2,000 subscribers or something. Who knows? Only time will tell.
Regardless, though, I'm very proud of myself for how far I've come on my YouTube career. This is really amazing right here on me hitting 1,000 subscribers, all thanks to the incredible support from everyone who has checked out my channel. That really does mean a lot right here. And yeah, I will plan on doing a 1,000 subscriber special soon on my channel, but it's not going to be what is coming up next right here, because I do have some other things I would like to do first before I plan to do that. And not too long right here, within the next few days, I am going to plan on doing a gameplay of Sonic Unleashed for the Nintendo Wii, which is one of the games that I did get for my birthday this year. I have recently been playing through it myself, and I did manage to beat it, and I basically wanted to save a gameplay of that until after I beat the game. So now that I have beaten it, a gameplay of that will be coming up soon. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you are looking forward to it. And then also, at some point next week, for what I do have in mind, is when I'm basically going to be starting my 2025 Halloween special. And once I basically start that, I'll basically do this thing like I have done in past years when I've done that special, that I will show off my Halloween costume for what I'm going to wear this year. So hopefully you're all excited for that as well. And then basically after that's done is when I will plan to do my 1,000 subscriber special right at the start of next month. So that's going to be very exciting for what I can't wait to do for sure. But anyways, I think that is all I really have to say for what is going to be coming up on my channel. And with that being said, I think that is going to wrap it up for this announcement video right here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed everything that we had to say in terms of what we wanted to talk about and stuff. And yeah, I also do want to thank Video Game Fan 96 for joining me in this announcement video as well, mainly in regards to his situation that he was bringing up earlier. And like I said, Dominic, we are hoping for the best from you in the future, and let's hope that you can stick around on YouTube. It's what we really want out here. And for what is going on right here, I'm really sorry about all this. And as long as you can stick around, that would be really, really awesome for us. Otherwise, if you do end up leaving, I know a lot of us out there are probably going to imagine that we're gonna be really, really sad about it.
Yeah, for sure. So again, I reiterate, thanks so much for the friendship that we've had over the years. I seriously hope it becomes obsolete and basically to the point where I'll be able where I'll be able to stay here in this new apartment. But otherwise, if I do end up leaving, then again, I wish you the best of luck. Video Game Fan 99, and I wish you have a good life. And same applies to all of our other good friends that we all know and love. So, well, other than that, I got nothing else to say. But anyways, guys, with that being said, thanks for tuning. Thanks for allowing me to be here. Video Game Fan 99, and assuming that there is a next time, peace out, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, we'll basically see what happens from there. But either way, thank you for your incredible support that you've had in me, Dominic. I really do appreciate it. But yeah. Anyways, that is going to do it for this announcement video, and hopefully you guys are excited for what's to be coming up soon on my channel as well for what I have talked about earlier. And yeah, we'll basically see what happens from there. So anyways, hope you have a good rest of the day, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.